começar agora, né? Boa, tá boa. Conheço os 3 caras bons. Vamos na briga. Tem brasileiro aqui, ó. Parceiraço. Bora. Nós 2 vamos passar pro dia 3.
Honestly, there's so many great players. It's like changing all the time. I mean, I like Fedor Holtz a lot because he kind of reminds me of the way he plays a lot like the way that I used to play like 10 years ago. And he's just had so much success at such a young age, and he seems like a really good guy, like spent time with him in person and stuff. And I just think he is just like really good at reading the situation well, and he's ultra aggressive, and yeah, so I like his game a lot. Yeah, I mean, I find that the online players play a certain style, and that, you know, works out well for them, and so they're playing very well. But I think you can take advantage of the fact that they tend to play very similar to each other, and so I kind of know the spots where, you know, I'm never going to get raised, or I'm never, you know, so I can adjust my bet sizing just how I want, because I know, okay, this is a situation, because I know that's an online player, I know I'm never getting raised here, then I can kind of move my bet sizing around to exploit that a little bit. You know, whereas when you play with live players, I think that they tend to be a little bit more unpredictable, and it can kind of keep you on your toes. Like if you bet, you know, a certain way and then they raise you and you didn't expect it, it kind of makes you guess a little bit more, I think. I don't know that I could accurately assign an exact percentage of confidence that plays a role, but, you know, confidence is definitely very important in poker, and you see that over and over again, that people are going on these runs, you know, like I said, we had Federer. Before that, well, I had one, and a lot of people, you know, I guess now Mustafa Khanid, and then Charlie Carroll, and I mean, there's just been so many examples of people, David Peters, and I mean, there's just been so many examples time and time again of people going on these crazy runs where it seems like they can't lose at all. And I know that when I was in the middle of that, there was a thing where it was partly like I was sure that any play that I was going to make was going to work. And that's partly because you're running good, but there's also something amazing about just sort of seeing, there's like a clarity that you see everything really clearly. You know, I always think that I can see the situation really well when I'm outside of the hand. Like when I'm sitting at a table and I'm watching 2 other people play a hand, it's very clear to me what's happening and what people have. But sometimes when I get in the hand, my doubts about various things can kind of cloud my judgment a little bit. When you're winning and really confident and you have no doubts whatsoever, and the clarity is like 100% perfect, and you know, there's a really big benefit to that. And also, and additionally, you know, the other players fear you. They're going to play a lot worse against you. And so when, you know, someone's been really hot, everybody else fears them, and it makes everybody else play worse, and in turn that gives that player an additional advantage. So that's I think why you see the players go on those runs like that. You know, that's an ageless question, instincts or math. You know, everything is important, but I guess between instincts and math, I'm going to choose instincts, only because I think that instincts encapsulate so many different things, like, you know, intuition about people, but also like psychology, also your hand reading ability and just your feeling about poker in general and stuff like that. So for now, I think, right now, a lot of people still make a lot of mistakes, and having great instincts is going to help you exploit those mistakes as much as possible. Once everybody is playing perfectly and it's robots in 50 years, and then of course your math needs to be just like perfect in order to avoid being exploited yourself. But right now, I think it's more important to try to exploit other people than to be mathematically perfect and make sure that you're yourself not exploited. So I'm going to go with instincts. I know that a lot of people, especially my generation, would not agree with me, but that's my choice.